Alright, so I don't really know how to get started on this topic, but so yesterday I tested for a black belt. And I've had a lot of people ask me what it's like to do karate for 8 years, what it's like to be a black belt. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that being a black belt is pretty much discipline, honor, respect. How people think it would be. Like, look at him, he has a black belt. He can kill people with one hand. Having a black belt is a lot more than knowing how to fight, being strong. In my 8 years of doing karate, I have learned a lot. Made a lot of friends, made a lot of enemies. One thing about doing karate for 8 years, you really start to love it. No matter what I'm doing, if I'm doing karate, I'm having a good time. So one thing that I like to do in karate is just sit there and just practice kicks and punches. Or just go over, like, really anything. Forms, self-defense, weapon forms. So, another thing is that, it's kind of off topic, but pretty much if you're challenged to a fight, don't just back off. Alright, it's not worth it. Another thing that I do is pretty much, I've done 3 types of karate in my lifetime: Kempo, Taekwondo, and Tang Soo Do. I have a certified black belt in Taekwondo, and I will figure out if I am a black belt either today, tomorrow, or really. So, one of my favorite things about karate is really just meeting people who do it with you. Like, when I became a white belt, 2 kids that I met, Danny and Micah, 8 years ago, we met. We didn't start being friends till after knowing each other for 2 years, and we were both blue and red striped in Taekwondo, which the next belt is red belt. And so whenever we became red belts, that's when we started like being really good friends. 4 years later, all 3 of us are certified black belts, and I stopped going for a little bit. I missed about a month. I finally came back. Danny was a 2nd degree, Micah was still a 1st, and I was a 1st with Micah. Then I moved away from Midland a little bit. Yeah, that was fun. I still did Tang Soo Do there, continued my training, and I just feel like if I could do those 5 years over again, I would. So then my master died. Master Sang Kim. Probably one of my favorite masters. He was just such a good person. Yeah, but 2 months later, the place got shut down. I stopped doing karate for a little bit. 4 months before I got back into karate, I finally found a place called West Texas Karate. It was pretty small. Only had 100 students, which is not a lot. Tang Soo Do is not a popular karate. Barely any people know what it is. Tang Soo Do is kung fu, martial arts, karate, and yoga, stuff like that. So, I go there, and on my first day, the people that I didn't even notice till about 20 minutes into class. I looked to my left, and Danny and Micah are right there next to me, doing a form with me. I went up to them after class and started talking to them. This was 3 years ago, when I was 10. Fast forward 1 year, a lot of people from my old Taekwondo actually start showing up. Like, people that I knew for a very long time. And then they just started disappearing again, like I'd never seen them. So, me, Danny, and Micah are the only people who still do karate out of the 500 people that went to that studio. I had one best friend named, his name was Jim. He was about 18, like, probably 2 feet taller than me, because I was very short. Still am. And, he was always super nice. He always helped out with everything. But yeah, I saw him probably once at Tong Sudo. Never saw him again. This has been one of the 2 most stressful weeks of my life. The written test, the physical test. I will hopefully be able to soon continue my training. Figure out if I become a black belt in Tong Sudo, or if I need to try again at the test. And I very much hope that one day I will be able to open my own studio and teach karate to my own students. If I become a black belt, in 1 month after I become a black belt, I'll be able to become a junior instructor, and I'll be able to help. So, I just thought I'd talk about this, because this is just a very important subject to me. So, yeah.